There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Blog.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
You know, I've just seen people when ladies get a child and they really get carried away. No, come back now and be a lady. Gabriel will confirm to you that when we are hunting as men, the first quality we are looking for is a woman with whom we get each other. We flow, we think, once we connect. If a guy can say that about you, even if you have a child, he will seriously consider and marry you. You reason together? You understand him? Oh, I know that I'm trying today to tell you what women bring to the table, because that question keeps coming up. On Valentines, we bring them flowers. What do they give us? So we are doing all these things to them. What are they doing to us? So men started running away. We are going for a conference. Men's conference. Men started escaping. When you find the right woman, she makes you the king. She helps you build an empire. She gives you a seed. She gives you children, she feeds you, she raises, she gives you stability. Domestic support has been proven in psychology to be the greatest need for men. Domestic support. Just having good clothes, good food, peaceful home, clean home. It may seem like simple things, but they give man the peace of mind he needs to wage his war. Also, women decompress you. When you're dealt with life, you come to, when you marry the right woman, he helps you to decompress. A good woman helps you to organize your life. Let me finish on how to balance. And women, you should listen to this a lot because you don't do it. Find people whose profile, so you put your profile that is easily to scan. When people are scanning, they're scanning for a guy between 28 to 35 who has a job, who is domiciled in Kenya, you'll have a quick checkpoint, isn't it? So the next step is, when you find those home profiles you like, don't sit there and start praying. I declare he will inbox me. Pastor, pour oil on this one. Take action, okay? When you meet people you like, inbox them. Nobody will kill you, imagine. Some of these men already have a toxic girlfriend who may take the phone and reply you with insults. You don't die. Get used now. Okay? Regina, you're too polite, eh? You me, I don't be insulted. Whatever belongs to me will come to me. Where? All right. I find it hard to meet God-fearing men in Australia. Most of them are into hooks up, smokers and drunkards, and small talks. Oh, Jacinta, I feel you. Sophia says, I feel you on this one. I am in Germany and I have the same. Oh, I love a man who can converse. Then somebody says, I am soon graduating for my MBA and I bought my first second-hand car. My colleagues and other friends are saying that it's not easy to get a man of my class. I'm 29 years. Don't worry. Don't delay buying your car, and then a man marries you thinking you're not a car type. Then soon you buy it, then he says you have changed. This is not who I married. Keep your life moving forward so that those who come to you know that's who you are. You don't brag with it. A car is a necessity, isn't it? Do you want to stand waiting for matatu for 3 hours? You just drive and save your time. And in the time, when women are buying cars, they don't buy heavy machines. They just buy a basic second-hand thing to use. If your man is intimidated by surely a second-hand Corolla, is that the character you want? Geographical detachment, you neutralize it. These guys, what they're asking, we are going to address it. Particularly the one who started talking first saying, I cannot find this kind of men in Australia. Before you go to some continents, just know you're going to be a minority. Stop taking every scholarship, every opportunity. It is isolating you. There's an article we wrote, I think yesterday. We said, sometimes you're given a better pay just to distract your growth. You remember that? Because people realize when you work for that company, you're making them to win. And in order to disrupt their competitor, they allocate a budget to pay you more, to come here so that those guys can slow down. It's not about you. The same way, some of these people are giving you scholarship for PhD to Italy. Why do you need a PhD before you even have a partner? And and you are only 26. You know, it's an opportunity I cannot resist. And then when you are there, when I reached masters, I was shocked. The lecturer said I am single by default. I didn't choose it. I made other choices that made being single a default. Be careful. Some of the choices you make over here, they make something else automatic. She was in Alliance Girls, flew very high flying, air straight. Sponsors came. This girl, US scholarship, degree. She finished top of class, fly. The sponsor said, this one, masters, again, she finished top of class, PhD. Before she realized she was 42, she was a professor, tutorial fellow with good money, still single. Oh my God, how do you want to marry a Mzungu? What is the time now? Let me try to go back home. She was teaching us when she was 64, single by default. Wow. Default means you defaulted on a season. And some things became automatic. Sometimes some things in life go together. You take a scholarship to Australia, some things go. You'll be away from the people who know you. So I'm sorry if you migrated yourself and you're globetrottering. There will be a cost to pay. We call it opportunity cost. What you forego for choosing this one. During searching season, don't move. The masters can wait. PhD can wait. You can do them online. If you're too greedy for finance, you're going to forfeit romance. Sometimes in life we need to balance. You think you are special for being given scholarship. It's because government of Germany signed an MOU with government of Kenya to sponsor 80 kids to go and do a funny course, agricultural advancement, because there is food need in Kenya. Then you are caught in that thinking, I'm so lucky, it's a miracle. What is the time by your watch? Welcome, my people. What's the time by your watch? If you lose track of time, you disconnect yourself geographically. So I was just diverting there to say, don't start telling me now you have moved to Lebanon and there are no men there. It's okay, you can marry Mohammed. Calculate your mathematics before you move after money. Don't chase the dollar at the expense of the destiny. Are we together? I did not have many chances to move outside the country, but I had very many to move to remote cities. A good offer. Good offer. And I'm wondering, something I came to ask myself, why is such a good offer still open? Why is it still available? The country, have you thought again 3 months we still? Because nobody wants to go to that remote location when the season of their life requires to be at the dance floor. Dating is like a dance floor. You need to be at the dance floor. Then you are sending me down to the river. No, I want to be at the dance floor. Geographical compensations are many. I've given you quite a few. If you will need another packaging for yourself, because it's another thing I could not get to today, but just tell you, work with a designer, design outfits that accentuate your beauty. Some women have a body that is opposite. Here is big, here is small. Big chest. You have seen them, eh? So they feel very insecure. They tend to just overcover themselves. Others, people say, they don't have. So she's so ashamed of herself, she doesn't feel beautiful. She does not want to dress herself. For a woman to dress herself well, she must love her body first. True or false? When you don't think you're beautiful enough, you don't dress up. True or false? Find a designer who helps you design what works for you. You don't have to go for big companies that sell you a cloth for 80,000. You can use, once you have the design, you can use the budget you have. True or false? 3K. And I just want to encourage every month buy an outfit. Every month. Regina, your net income could be at least 30K after you pay rent and other things. That 30K get 3K get an outfit and 1K get a shoe, some salon, okay? Then set aside 7,000 for your personal movements and other things. Then send mami and daddy umewafunza the 10,000 umewazoesha. Sawa. And that drunkard brother who keeps getting into problems. Unamtumianga 700 endelea kutuma. Some of you are the enablers. The second thing that stops you, I was saying that there are many other things like please dress for your body. Brothers, remember to be official. This is fully official I'm wearing today, but there's official casual, a blend that is it fits everywhere. Like just wearing a jeans and a light shoe, but then a jacket that looks like this. You understand that, man, isn't it? That fits in many places. It's a little bit relaxed, but not a joker. Don't move around in a vest. Get some cologne, get a scent. If a woman has to endure your sweat, your smell, they don't want to be around you too long, isn't it? Brush twice. Some hygiene. If your feet have been smelling, work on them. You visit people and they have to open windows. I went to some guy and he left the shoes outside there, but the dog thought there's food. We started looking for the shoes. Mutiso's shoes in the whole plot. Only to realize a dog is trying to eat. Work on whatever is not working for you. The second thing I want to work on is psychologically closed. Another thing that could be stopping you is that you are psychologically closed. Now, psychological closure. I will not leave the online. I've remembered before telling you, don't fall in love. Psychologically, and research shows if you keep in touch with a person for 17 hours, virtually, 17 hours, you will fall in love. The problem with online is that people are giving you what they want you to see. So when you find yourself that you are rhyming on many things, do not feed the emotional connection. Plan a physical meeting. Physical meeting is important, Gabriel, so that you can know whether the connection is viable. If you have been falling in love with somebody who's in South Carolina, physical meeting won't be possible, and you will know, there was nothing here. You know that it's viable. Whether it is what? Viable. Number two, whether they are a real person. Some people are warming you to scam you of money for sexual entertainment, to see your sexual body. Some people just warming you for conning. So tell you, yeah, I can see we are connecting many things. Would it be do you think we can plan a physical meeting one day? Maybe that. So yeah, we can talk. And then stop responding too much. They will pick it up from there if they are serious. And it's the man to come to the woman's city, the first meeting. Don't even meet midway. Midway is for midlifers. Beginners is the man to pursue. Midlifers are usually have other things going on. They have maybe children over here, family going on here, job over here. They're very mobile. They have cars. They're easy to move. Their company even sponsored them to be in that city. Midlife, other things have taken place. But many times the man should travel to come, pursue, talk to you. You don't spend a night in any place, Airbnb, in your home. No. Meet in a restaurant like this. Many times people are meeting either after work hours. If you're lucky, you have a Saturday, something like that. Talk over coffee, talk over things. Get to know them in real life. You may realize they don't pay attention. They're still addicted to their phone. You could not tell that online, isn't it? You can realize this person is too short. Ladies want tall men. So that you can be an umbrella to them when it rains. But there are men who may not be tall, but they are very tall psychologically. He makes you feel very comfortable, isn't it? So, but meet physically to see whether the lady, the filters. And also when you meet sometimes and you can stay 3 hours, you should stay 3 hours because they make up. Yeah. Don't always be in a hurry. It's good. But it is not topped up. What is coming up? You need to see. Also, sometimes you need to see how people, who else they're talking to, their opinions. So just conversations. When you meet the first time, do not agree to get into a committed relationship. Just say, I love your company, I love our company, we vibe so well. And I will enjoy if we keep learning each other more because there's a background to know this person's home. Their real spiritual beliefs, their real beliefs about money, how they handle money. Avoid men under 30, by the way, before I forget. These my child's people, the one who graduated in 2022, they are not yet 30. It's good they're attending these conferences. Where is my brother gone? Don't run away. You're not yet that, isn't it? But you're on track. Keep attending meetings like this. But when you're well mentored, you can even attend at 28. Those who have been learning consciously for like 10 years, from around 27, they're very mature. Before they tell you their age, you can't guess. That's how you know it. You know a guy is matured when he's so leader-like, stable, keeping his word, mature, gentleman, warm, understanding that his age looks like a mistake. Do you understand? Yes. That's an early maturing young man. Usually they have been under mentorship for 10 years. From teenage, They have been teaching themselves, reading books, subjecting themselves to learning, appearing in conferences. By the time 10 years ends, he can manage a huge company. You have seen what Baron Trump is doing, a young man. Because of close mentorship, he can run companies. Africa will lack mentorship. I tell you, Gabriel, I intend for my children to run multi-million companies at 18. And I'll risk it and leave it to them. I will have trained them so much that they can make decisions, but I'll still tell them you're not psychologically mature for marriage. 25 lowest for a young lady, and for men, well-mentored, 27, 28 onwards. I passed by there to tell you, you have seen how in this country we have scandals involving young men under 30 when they make money and they became wild. You have seen that? We were having hope that this guy is politically active, he can now finally give us an option. We were having hope that this guy is having money, he's growing himself financially, we are having another narrative. But because of youth and naivety and they don't learn, they collapse. Psychologically closed means you're wounded from the way you grew up without seeing love. This is a statement I want you to remember. Those who are not fed with love learn to lick it from knives. If you were not fed with love growing up, you begin to lick it from knives. What I mean is, when your father was not there to tell you you deserve love, you cleave to a narcissist just to hear it said. Did you follow? Brothers, listen. When you grew up close to your mother and your mother had a fight with the father, with your dad, and she was all this bitter with your dad, she transfers this idea of thinking women are always right and men are not to be trusted. So you come to never question women, never check their boundaries, because you transfer the empathy you had with your mother to every woman. They manipulate you that way. They just cry tears and you melt. Because you are your mother's sympathizer and you didn't know how to question her. You did not hear dad's story. Dad might have been untrangled, but your mom had her own issues, which you did not learn. The first issue is, how did she pick such a bad man to get a child with? Why isn't she owning up that I messed up, mixing my life with such a man? She keeps cursing him. Was she raped? Was she abducted? She chose him. Why is she admitting that? It was wrong of me to do that. It's not your choice, and I will not bombard you with it. The second mistake your mom has is transferring you to become her therapist. She should go to counselor, to pastors, to her friends, and give you the vibe of a son, not the vibe of a surrogate husband. Do not transfer the fights you have with your partner to your children. It's unfair. They will have to heal from it, or they will suffer from it throughout life. How many of you are firstborns here? Oh, thank you. How many of you are the first of that gender, first son or first daughter? Even if there's somebody older. First daughters, thank you, first son. You experience the same, even if you are not. When you are the first girl, you are the first daughter to mom. So she tells you a lot of things of her inner life. She gossips daddy. Where will you take that gossip? Who will you discuss it with? It's a family secret. But it's annoying you and frustrating you. Where do you go? Learn to stand up to your mom and say, Mom, I have a number of a counselor. Let me connect you with a counselor. The man you're discussing is my dad. What do you want me to do with that information? You have poured out to me. Me, where do I pour out? Learn to tell your dad, Dad, don't take that line. Imagine your mom, Dad, sorry, that is my mother. And there's a level of respect I must have. If you tell me her shortcomings, where will I take it? Learn to withstand them. All right. So it could have been that you grew up in a very disorganized home. If you grew up with a single parent, appreciate the fact that they stood in for you, but just know that you have nutritional, psychological, you understand nutritional deficiency, isn't it? Now you have psychological deficiency for the love of the missing parent. And that psychological deficiency will manifest in you overcompensating in falling for people of that gender too soon to experience what you missed, what you crave. A father's love, a mother's love. If you grew up with a single mom, don't tell her that you have a deficiency because she has been calling herself your mother and your father. And that she stood in, you did not lack. But the fact that there was no father to hold you, affirm you, sing stories for you. Some of these fathers were there ambiguously. They were in Malaba. They were coming once in a blue moon. You did not have a relationship. True or false? If it is the case, you still lack a father. That alone can make you mistrust men. He says something, it reminds you of your dad, and you block him. Innocent. Constantly. He just says, sometimes he just mentions something unrelated. You remember your father used to say that or not? Say, this one is the type of my father, the type I'm trying to avoid. Hey, this one. So you reach for all the men. Your own life also becomes riswa. Psychologically closed can be from a parental wound that you have not acknowledged. Psychologically closed can come from nutritional deficiency of a father's love, of a mother's love. There's another group I want to mention there quickly passing, because there could be one or two of you here. There are few, but they exist. Your mother sees you as a co-wife. It's an enemy. Competitor. She has transferred hatred to you. She has transferred envy to you. Maybe you're named after her mother-in-law, whom she hates. Or after she got you, her life was disrupted. She had to drop out of college. She was chased out of home. She has never healed from getting a child at the wrong time, and you remind her of that season in her life. Or your father loves you. Or she got you with another man, not this man. Listen, your mother can fight with you because of your father loving you. Or because you have better opportunities in life. You know, they will tell us, I never used to have shoes, you should count yourself lucky, I did not have food, you never used to... They're comparing the world you are in with the world that no longer exists. Mom, you are in a world that no longer exists. I'm in my own world. In our days, we never used to have this. You guys are too lucky. You should be thankful. When parents... I visited recently with my friends, and they told us the mother used to beat them so much. And the mother, to this day, she's saying she beat the daughter with a panga and it cut her. And I'm asking, why would you beat a child with a panga? I wanted to beat on this side, but then it is lead. But why would you lift a panga on a child? You're usually short-tempered. Yeah, I'm usually like that. Yeah, that's short-temper. Unhealed parents, wounded parents, they wound the children. And because in Africa, there was no psychology. They just go to pastor and the pastor prays. The same Bible says in Jeremiah, are there no herbs in Gilead? Jeremiah chapter 8, you should read it and get scared. There's some verses in Jeremiah they don't preach in your church because they're very uncomfortable. Are you aware there are portions that are not preached? They don't preach Matthew 1, where the genealogy has Rahab, Bathsheba. They don't preach. That's not comfortable. And Ruth, why are 3 women who are all of them? Ruth was the equivalent of a Muslim to a Christian. Rahab was a confirmed prostitute. You know, some people it's a rumor, but others. But Sheba was also a confirmed husband snatcher. You know, it's nice. Well, what are they doing in God's record? What are they doing? Churches can't tell you how forgiving and understanding God is. They want you to be afraid. So generally, when my mentor told me Christians are more religious than God, it helped me. Then Jeremiah 8 says, are there no herbs in Gilead? Are there no physicians there? Why then is your wound not healed? Prayers alone are not enough. You need herbs, physicians, you need, and then it finishes up by saying the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. My pastor friend will confirm. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. Seasons can pass while you're waiting for, I'm still waiting on the Lord, still waiting on God, waiting, because you are the one to heal, to go to Gilead, to get the herbs, to see the physicians, to see the psychologist, but you keep saying, God can do everything. I know prayer does all things. By the way, brothers, don't marry a spirit sister. She will kill you with stress. When there's money needed, she just knows prayer. When there's a problem, disease, a child is unwell, a child is getting worse and worse, and you are screaming on the phone, take the child to hospital. Mtumishi amesema tumngoje. We are still praying. Do you know how frustrating it is? You need to be both spiritual and also practical, isn't it? Remember that. God himself asked them, are there no herbs in Gilead? Are there no medicines in hospital? Are there no physicians there? And Luke, the one who wrote 2 books in the Bible, was a doctor by profession. Acts of Apostles, and Luke was a doctor. I don't believe medicine, I only believe prayer. You. When you are psychologically closed, you're usually not aware of it. This is the funny thing about it. My brother, what's your name? Steve. The funny thing, Steve, is when you are psychologically avoidant of intimacy and closeness, you don't know it. You just notice a pattern. So listen, if you have noticed a pattern that whenever a relationship begins to get serious, you panic and run, you get very busy and you cook excuses. You have gone to nurse your grandmother who has a flu. You're named after your grandmother and she says you must be the one to cook for her the herbal tea. So you have traveled to Kanyuambora. And you can't show up for the date. You can't show up for... If you notice a pattern that anytime you get to the stage of how you think we move this to the next level, to the point of commitment, can you visit your people next month, to the point of commitment, is there anything standing between us and moving forward, to the point of commitment, you panic. Or you lose love, you fall out of love. You start feeling meh. Yeah, I used to feel him, but... And then you have a sister, you have a cousin who knows you. The cousin you are named after the same person. Namesake, let me tell you, your demons have come back. That namesake has married well, she's doing well, she's on child number 2, you are still doing woo-wee-woo. You know the way boys blow? I don't know what is the name. What do you call that name in your local? You know what boys do? Nonsense. When they're just passing there, your age mates. I heard a guy singing a song saying, you know, my age mates are building houses, getting children, getting married. Me, I'm still woo. I liked it. It was such a conversion. Some of us, your age mates, have already shown you where they passed. And you can't hear. You're just woo. People tell you they saw psychologists, they saw Zulu, they talked, they attended this. You say, does it work for everyone? Psychologically closed. It comes from lacking parental love. The second thing that is most likely happening to many of us here is psychologically closed come from love heart. When you are heart in love, your first innocent love, you loved with your heart and kidney and pancreas and mitochondria. Only for the person kukufanyia ile kitu. Character development. So, from then on, you are wishful for love, but you are very careful. You are too picky. You keep waiting for the red flag, eh? I know. So imagine a person is looking for you. Yeah? You have not replied my text. I know this behavior. I know. You underestimate my ability to block you and forgot whether you ever existed. You should ask around, my friend. I can forget you, and now you are bragging about forgetting people and you are still alone. My friend, some of you have mastered blocking because you are overcautious. You are overreactive. Let me remind you. My brother here, Gabriel, will tell you, even the people we came to marry, there were hiccups in communication, and we had to be patient and just be mature. When they finally show up, they tell you, you know what? The car broke down. It was raining. We couldn't even take our phones from the pockets. We had to walk long distances. Our shoes came off. We arrived here at 2 a.m. We had to look for some place to sleep. So we were to talk 8 p.m. You told me in your life. Now you start sending very angry messages. I knew. Yeah, you said you call. No, you're not even reply. And then you send you. By the time the person looks at it, says, "This kind of cycle. Do I want to deal with a cycle?" Don't explode. The moment you're triggered, if you keep realizing patterns of getting triggered and exploding, it's coming from love heart. A wound of romance that you've never gotten out of. Let me surprise you. Some of you have never dated, but you were hurt by a best friend. Best friends can shatter your heart. From today, Charles, don't have a best friend. Avoid using that term. Just have friends. From work, a friend. From home, a friend. Just have friends in different pockets of your life. The moment you call a person best, you have given such power and closeness. If they just move a little bit, they shatter your heart. When you grow up, we don't have best friends. We just have friends in different pockets of our lives. We also know people come close and they drift back. They may transfer, they go to US, they go. We have not fallen out, but we are not talking as much. We come back, we meet again, we rekindle, like that. Life is a river. Leave best friend for teenagers. When you grow up, just be friend, so that you can allow people to drift in and out. So some of you may have been hurt by a betrayal by a friend who said you aborted, who took away a guy who wanted you. If a guy approaches this lady, and this lady says, my best friend, meet my best friend, we know each other from college, this girl, what's your name? Lucy. And you are?
No.
So Lucy tells me, Naomi is my sister, like twins, we are twin spirits. Then, for all the time they've been friends, they have never been married. So Lucy doesn't know that getting married is a different trigger for envy. Can I repeat that? The people you have been friends when you are single, you don't know what is the threshold for the trigger for their envy to get activated. When they realize you're marrying a man with light, a man with the future, many will get overwhelmed. Lucy doesn't know that side of Naomi because it has never been exposed. So she tells me, Naomi knows me through and. So Naomi chats me later. That's my number in case you don't get my friend, you can always contact me. So one of these days, I don't get you, your friend, yeah, let me take the phone. You talk. So for a while, they warm you up, eh? Then she comes and says, you know, after I've come to know you, I feel it would be wrong of me not to tell you the truth. You know, please, you know, do this, but please don't report me to my friend. You know, I don't want. But you should know that she was having another guy. I think they even conceived. I don't know what happened to the pregnancy. And I'm sorry, but I really don't like to see you. You are like my brother. Already Lucy told me whatever Naomi tells you is true. She knows me throughout. Some of the people who hurt you, like Angela Chimbalonza said, I had my fiance, I used to share how we are doing with my friend. Before I knew it, they had done a coup d'etat and they married. She died a heartbroken girl. She married someone, but not the one she would have married. That is a warning. Do not have a person in your life who knows everything about you. Disclose different things to different people. Are we together? Also, by now, trust yourself. I think, Gabriel, women are just insecure. They don't trust their own judgment. They want the confirmation of the friend to know whether they are. So I want you to believe yourself from today. If you want to confirm, ask a therapist, ask a counselor, ask a coach who has no conflict of interest. So when you start getting married, I allow you to drift a little bit away from too much closeness with girls. Are we together? Particularly if they are married and they are not happy, or they are not yet married. The most disastrous stories of the world involve a lady who trusted her love life with a friend she has known without realizing finding love triggers another level of envy this woman has never been exposed to. Did you follow that? Yes. I wish you understand that. Marrying a good guy changes your life in such a good way that many of your friends can't endure it. Are we together? We are not saying all people can betray. Some of us, we know ourselves. And we want our friends to be happy. But I'm telling you, not everybody has a heart like yours. Are we together? Yes. If you have been hurt by a friend, go get therapy so that you can get over it. Let me give you the third thing, then I'll pick your questions. Number 3 that could be stopping you is you are socially unskilled. Write down your questions. We'll pick about 5 or 6. I'll pick 3 here, 5 here, and then we'll be done. We are talking about socially unskilled. Some of you don't have any trauma. You have worked on your healing. You have journeyed well. Some of you are in the right action. You meet people, but you don't know what to talk, what to ask, how to keep a conversation going. Do you know there's a guy we had to teach how to do small talk? I had to give articles to read. There are people who have to teach how to do small talk. You are too serious. My friend here, Esther, is likely to be a candidate like that. Because I come from that personality. We want deep things. What about the weather and politics? Who gossiped who? It's boring. Can you bring something more engaging? What do you think about the global warming? What is it about, you know? But Esther, let me tell you something I know you like. These others may not like it. Because you come from my personality. Those plastic spoons, we usually use in parties. Do you know we use it for an average of 2 minutes? and it stays in the environment for hundreds of years, polluting the environment, suffocating wildlife in the sea. Philosophical, that one, me and Esther will talk the whole day. Why is there so much responsibility in the world? Where is to manufacturing it? I mean, you use it for 2 minutes, it destroys the environment for hundreds of years. Who can't see that? Deep things. But now listen. Esther, now you're going to learn to just do the WYD. Hey, what are you doing? So small talk looks like this. It does not have to be boring and monotonous. You just catch up with the past, the feelings. Esther, not that. It will help you. How has your day been? Looking for the feelings. People like it when you want to know how they were feeling today. Did they feel achieved, accomplished, or was it struggling? Was it... If you sympathize with the struggles they had and connect with the victories they felt, you connect on small talk. Just daily update on their feelings, not facts. So men, don't ask, what are you eating? There's no feeling there. Always ask, and how was your day? Listening for the feeling. You know, I'm just from a phone call with my mother, and sometimes we talk with her and I feel then drained because I have to listen to her struggles, listen there, listen there, listen there. And say, you know, I think I understand you. When your mom has nobody else she trusts, it's just you, it can be burdensome. But as you move forward, you're going to need to put boundaries, and you'll have to win her away, winning, to let her be. You get Charles here telling you, you know, sometimes I talk with my dad, and it is sad, because I want to respect him. I'm just using, I don't know, Charles' dad, just using what men struggle with. This guy has all this life going on, but he makes bad choices every day, and he doesn't use opportunities. I try to set him up, butchery, he eats the meat, drinks the money. Man, it's just... If you sympathize with Charles on the struggles he has that day of normal things that the world doesn't care about, he feels like you understand him. That's now small talk. Skill, the one skill I want you to learn is small talk, to connect to the people's details of their day with empathy. Nobody does not want to feel hurt by a person they trust. The second thing I want you to do small talk is converse with the person to pick the gifts, the undiscovered gifts of the person. That one is magical, Esther. If you can do that, a guy will fall for you forever. And you have that a lot because you are very witty. You can run your mind around many facts at the same time. That's what I used. I don't have a lot of empathy. I'm empathetic, but that's not how I lead through life. If you meet me in Charles, you like him because he's warm. For me, that's not the warm you feel. You may think I'm a brainstormer. My personality is brainstorming. So I may bombard with ideas. There's a girl who went for a meeting or something, and she asked, was that an interview? I feel my head is spinning. My brother, you must have failed the interview. If you made somebody's head. I was too intense. I did not know how to keep it casual. So keep it light. Conversational, not interrogative. And what was going on at around that time of your life when... Don't diagnose people. Just let them talk naturally. And then as much as they are comfortable with you, isn't it? Then don't eat very quickly. You know, I used to eat with a focus. The juice arrives and you actually focus. The juice is supposed to facilitate the meeting, okay? So don't over-focus, eh? Then you finished it, okay. Learn to flow slowly. And please don't go for a date when you're starving. Don't hit a mountain, okay? You can scare away the poor guy. When a slim girl, amount of food, no congruence, vamoose. So don't go there when you're starving. Take your food. Small skills. Let me mention quickly now the skills so that I can pick your questions. The skills are to take you forward quickly, socially. Learn to compliment accurately and honestly. Accurately and honestly. And learn to just pick a thing. You can pick and say, my sister, your hair is very beautiful. I like it. Just say it there. Okay, avoid the term sister, eh? Do not sister zone and do not brother zone, okay? Just take her name, Regina, and shorten it. How do they shorten Regina? Regina. Oh, Regina. Oh, okay. All right. Please get your names that can be shortened there. Charles is what? Charlie. Oh. So, Gabriel will be what? Gabu, eh? So, if people are comfortable with it, but in the beginning, just use the name they like. Most likely the one that is not the obvious one their mother uses. Okay? So the one that you feel like they like to introduce. Remember, as you talk, sometimes people, especially these women, they have men in their lives and they don't tell you because they're still comparing whether that is still the best. Brothers, don't ask a lady whether she has anyone. Good women are hardly alone. There will be another fox who will have identified that she's a quality lady and he is hovering around trying his luck. So you make your case. She will decide whether she is single or not. Are we together? As long as there's no ring, there's nothing. Don't even fear engagement rings. What is engagement? Maybe the guy put the engagement ring 7 years ago. True or false? You want to marry next year. The lady say, I want to board the vehicle that is moving. I boarded this vehicle and it's been 3 hours seated here. So, don't ask a lady that she's single. We don't start it that way. Just hit it off, converse. As long as she's leading you on. Men, I told women to prepare to be attacked by the other women on the other end. And don't take it seriously. Also men, when you talk to ladies, some of the men will look for you, try to scare you away. You only need one good woman, bro. Just one good one. Pick things that you can see. Did you know you can make such a good... You understand well. Have you tried by the side, maybe helping people with their issues, counseling or something like that? I find you so empathetic. I find you so understanding. Learn to compliment with accuracy. Ladies, they don't tell guys they look well, they look handsome or smart like that. It really works on men. They are not used to being made the center of attention. Actually, wrong women marry men for treating them right. The wrong woman can treat a guy well, and then the guy marries the wrong woman because she treats him well for a period of time. Remember, that's not who she is. She's complimenting him to win him. She's giving him a cup of coffee and comes home, complimenting, hugging him, saying, don't worry. There's a guy who went to a barber shop and the girl who massaged him made him feel so well. He gifted her his car. The wrong woman treated him well. Now you are surprised about a car. What if they marry them? My problem with the virtuous women is they have no effort. They just sit there. You should see my character. Chema chajiuza, kibaya chajitembeza. You must go to the market. Even if you are good quality, you still must go to the market. True or false? Mercedes may be a superior car to Toyota, but if Mercedes doesn't show up in the market, the buyers want to know there's a Mercedes to be sold. I wrote an article today telling people, when you go hunting, don't look for serious relationship. Look for marriage. Relationship is like a ride. Everybody would like a joyride in Mercedes. True or false? But can everybody afford Mercedes? So look for, marriage is like purchasing. Relationships are like riding. So when you're looking for relationship, you're just looking for boyfriend, girlfriend. The standards for boyfriend, girlfriend are so low. It's just liking, isn't it? But when you look for marriage, you judge her like a wife. You check, does she look like a manager? Is she in debt all over? Is she managing her money well? Has she dealt with her past? Does she have peace in her life? Is she tidy? Does she listen? Does she talk the whole 2 hours and I have just to manage her? Does she remember to listen? When you judge as wife, the criteria is very different than girlfriend. So don't say I'm looking for a serious relationship. Serious relationship is just a serious entanglement. Somebody riding in your car but they can't afford it. That's how they waste your 5 years. That's how they get you invested in nonsense. Don't get into a relationship. Always shop for marriage.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin.